Good Monday morning, everybody. Jason, Intricate Concrete. We're leaving world headquarters. I've got one half of the countertop in the back of my truck. Connor's got the other half in the back of his truck. And we are now headed to the American Legion to install these things. So take a nice easy drive there. Try not to hit too many bumps. And hopefully get these things put in without any issues. So I will see you guys at the site. All right guys, Monday afternoon, we're here on site. Got this half of the countertop in. This is the bar we're going to be putting it on. As you can see, I've already routed out where one of our countertop supports is going to be. I've got another one marked here where this one is going to be. That one's where our seam is at. So the reason to do that is to offer extra support for the countertop this way, due to this only being a 2x4 wall. Those were left over from another job, so they were about 5 inches too long. So one of the guys ran to cut 5 inches off. Once we get that here, we'll put it down, make sure it fits good, we'll screw it in place, then we'll put our first section of countertop in for a dry fit. So this is what we're working on. Just waiting on him to get back. They had removed the countertop for us, so I just cut these notches, waiting for him, and we'll go from there. So everybody, we're on the struggle bus here. This bar was existing, and what you should always do is make sure the bar is level before you begin your install, which admittedly I did not. So we've got our one piece in there that's level, turned out okay. It's just sitting there for now. We put this piece on and found out it is like crowned up big time in this area. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So we're about a ½ inch out of level, give or take. So what I've done is I've taken that long level, I've gone from our existing point here. You can see our line starts to pick up here all the way down. So what I'm gonna do is, the gentleman here, I did not bring all my framing tools with me, so he's running to his house nearby to get me a skill saw, which hopefully doesn't have a blade from 1950 on it. And I'm going to shave that 2x4 down because there's drywall and paneling on this side and water lines and FRP and everything on this side, so I can't get in there to adjust the framing. So I'm going to try and plane that board down best I can. Then we'll reinstall our metal brace on there, get that level. As you can see, I had to peel off all the tin on the face of this thing because they went ahead and put that on before we installed the countertop, which was a terrible idea. But people think they're getting ahead of the game and they're actually making things more difficult. You can see this wall here is like a ½ inch out of square in here. So we'll get her, but overall this thing has turned into a struggle for a free job. That's the way it usually goes. So we've lifted this countertop in and out now about 4 times. So I should have a good hernia by the time this is over with. Stay tuned, everybody. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment. We appreciate it. Good Tuesday morning, guys. Back out here at the American Legion. It is snowing. So got the countertop all installed yesterday. It was literally an all-day battle. The bar was not very secure. The bar was definitely not level. I ended up having to basically use a skill saw and the oscillating tool to flatten out the top 2x4 as best I could. I couldn't get into the wall because of the FRP on there, the drywall, the paneling, the plumbing, the electrical, everything. Just not a very well-built bar that I was not aware of. Had I known it, I would have honestly had the plumber and the electrician take their stuff down,
I probably would have framed in a nice 2x6 wall and started over. But we're on a time crunch here apparently, so we had to do what we had to do. Came back here today to cut off a couple shims that we left on the inside while the adhesive dried, and I need to touch up the seam. So let's get in there and take care of that. Hopefully this is not an all-day process again. We'll go from there.
Okay, here we are. Okay, everybody. I hope that you guys enjoyed the whole countertop videos, the whole process. I know that I didn't get you a lot of finished shots. It was tough. The plumber was trying to get in there. One of the guys was there kind of watching the whole time. I was in a bit of a rush trying to get out of there, but overall, pretty happy with the way the project turned out. They're pretty happy with the way it turned out, especially since it was pretty much all a donation deal. So everything went well. I hope that you guys learned something. I guess it's going to be 4 videos total on that. So if you guys have questions or comments or concerns or anything like that, anything about any of the products or tools I used, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely get back to you. So now that that little project is wrapped up, the next thing I'm moving on to is we're going to get the big Freightliner back in here. We're hopefully going to finish up the yearly service on that thing, and I will finally be through everything for the year, I hope. So that's my plan for the rest of this week and probably going into next week, depending on how much I get done. So stay tuned, everybody. Hopefully summer's coming up quick. We can get back to work and we will go from there. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it is Thursday afternoon. As you can see, we got a heck of a snowstorm last night, about 6 to 8 inches here. So as you guys saw, we got that countertop all delivered. I've been struggling all day here, had the big dump truck plugged in, had to get the battery charger on it because it's been sitting outside cold for a while. So I just got my truck out of here, literally just now pulled this thing inside. Gonna let it all thaw out. Hopefully tomorrow I'll go grab all the filters and oil and everything we need for this thing. Try and get this thing to thaw out here, and hopefully next week we will get all the maintenance done on this thing, the oil, the fuel, get her greased, let her thaw out. We still got to wash it, we got to wax it, we got the inside of it already cleaned. Next month I'll have to go down for its DOT annual, but for now we got her inside, we got her started back up. So today's going to consist of letting this thing melt off, and next week we'll get through all the maintenance on it, and then we will finally have gone through everything for the year. So I'm happy about that. I hope that you guys stay tuned. More to follow. As always, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. Hey everybody, Jason from Intricate Concrete World Headquarters. It's Friday afternoon. Not really doing a whole lot today, some paperwork. So next Monday and Tuesday, we will be down at the Michigan Concrete Association. I assist with the state certification for the decorative concrete class, where we go over stamping, staining, talk about some exposed aggregate, overlays, sealers, things like that. So You guys are going to want to stay tuned for that video. We're going to pour, I believe, 6 slabs down there. We're shortening this to like a 1.5-day class. So what's going to happen is myself and a couple guys are going to get down there early. We're going to pour the slabs, stamp them and everything. The following day when the class gets there, they will then pour their own slabs and stamp them. And then basically they'll start on the slabs that we poured with antiquing, sealing, things like that. That way it kind of jumps ahead in time. So it's the first time that we are going to try doing this class in technically 1 day, I guess, versus it being a 2-day in-person class. So stay tuned for that. When we get done with that, we're going to get back here and start doing the yearly maintenance on the dump truck and go from there. Thanks, everybody.